to praise the Lord God of Israel with a loud voice. So there are times you must raise your voice, especially when the atmosphere is depressed and everybody is confused and people don't know what to do. Musicians must raise their voice, and prayer warriors must raise their voice, and preachers must raise their voice, and prophets must raise their voice. Everybody must raise their voice. Raise your voice. Raise your voice. There is a way you can walk about in church and sit in church, and even the devil knows you are afraid. Verse 20. And they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. These people really obeyed God. No weapon, nothing. This battle is the Lord's. And they got up and went into the wilderness. Where they told them the army is hiding, that is where they are going without weapon. I'm sure some definitely were carrying their weapons. By all means, the soldiers will be carrying their weapons, but they knew that, you know what, we don't even know where the enemy is coming from, so don't know. So I believe that there were soldiers among them who were carrying weapons and things like that. But I'm sure even with all their weapons, if they saw the enemy, they would run. And they went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood up and said, "Hear me, O Judah." Jahaziel the prophet has just spoken, but hear me, your king. He mentioned my name. Hear me, O Judah, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem, believe in the Lord your God. Believe in the Lord your God, and so shall you be established. Believe also his servants the prophets, and so shall you prosper. Oh, yesterday I had a revelation this dawn, and I was with a businessman in this town. I actually saw two businessmen in this town. I was with one of them, and I said, "Don't forget, all your prosperity is because of this house." And I said to him, "You see your prosperity? It is like a balloon." And I called for the balloon. And they brought a big balloon, which was teal colored. Teal colored. Teal is a mixture of blue and green. And I took a sharp metal and I pierced the balloon, and it went poof. And I said, "That is how your prosperity is." I said, "You've just built a house, but you didn't call me to come and pray over the house, and you are getting ready to move in." He said, "Daddy, I'm sorry." I said, "I will come and pray over the house, but I want you to remember that in the beginning of your life, it was pastoral ministry and prophetic ministry that brought you to where you are, and you cannot continue without it." Then in the revelation, I saw another woman who was not a Christian in this town. She's a Muslim, and I can tell you she's a Muslim. She too appeared to me, and I said, "Madam, you are prospering because of the prophetic word we have spoken here." I said, "You know what? We spoke," and I told her a mystery. I said, "We spoke a prophetic word from our church, and the believers and the unbelievers could not catch it. And you, though you were an unbeliever, because of your respect for the prophetic office, you caught it. And that is why God prospered you. Because there were many widows in Israel, but unto none of them was the prophet Elijah sent, except to the widow of Zarephath." The fact that we are here speaking means that some people will be blessed who are not even members of this church. Because you see, if I prayed right now for rain to fall, the rain will fall on the righteous, and on the righteous, the water will fall on all their farms. Believe in the Lord your God, and so shall you be established. Believe also his prophets, and so shall you what? Prosper. Believe his prophets, so shall you prosper.